In 2023, One Piece, it had a lot of success, and I've already made a video talking about the different things that went well for One Piece in 2023, and I'll leave that in the description below. But today I wanted to talk about different things that I expect for One Piece in 2024. They have to follow up from last year after having such a successful run in all phases of everything that One Piece had to offer. So this video is my expectations, not exclusive to the manga, but the anime, potentially the live action, and other things that are supposed to be releasing in 2024. But if you guys enjoy regular anime content, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a new video. With that away, my name is Potential Unleashed, and let's talk about the different things that I expect from One Piece in 2024. The One Piece anime, it has entered a new arc. We have finally left Wano after such a long time. I don't have the exact number off the top of my head, but I believe that the Wano anime lasted a total of 4 years. We are now currently headed towards Egghead Island. The manga, I believe, has around 50 or so chapters with that arc already drawn, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing what the anime has to offer, because as I'm recording this, they've already dropped the first episode headed towards that island, and it was really well done. I thought the pacing was good. I thought the animation was good. I loved the eye catchers, the openings, the endings, just everything about that episode was great to kickstart a new arc. I also would love for them to be able to continue having that quality throughout the entire arc, and the reason why I am saying that is because you don't want to downgrade after showcasing what you can do, because every single episode of Wano was exceptionally executed. So it's good to maintain the same quality or better quality so that fans won't get upset, since we know what Toei is capable of. And I'm not worried, because as I mentioned, episode 1 of the Egghead arc, which is episode 1089, it was fantastic. We can look a little bit back at what Oda stated in his Jump Festa kind of statement to look forward to what's going to happen in 2024 in regards to the One Piece manga. Those would include Egghead's conclusion, the possibility of making it to Elbaf, and the clash of two individuals. Currently in the manga, we are at Egghead. The last chapter that I've read before making this video was chapter 1103, and that would be where Kuma goes in and he saves Bonnie from Saturn, and he is about to retaliate and is attempting to punch Saturn. Personally, I would love to see Kuma regain his memories. I think it would be fitting after everything that he has been through, after all the suffering that he's done, especially now that him and Bonnie have finally reunited after all this time. I would like to see Luffy versus Saturn, seeing Gear 5th, Sun God Nika versus one of the devils, especially because we know their correlation to 800 years ago and during the Void Century. I would love to see what all Luffy can do and how much either he is ahead of them or behind them, or if he's on their level. It would be cool to see the Gorosei defeated because of their impact on the story, and also they mentioned that the Egghead incident, it shook up the world, so I want to see exactly what that is. If you want my thoughts, I personally believe it's either going to be a major death, an elder being defeated, or the Void Century, that is finally going to be revealed to be public knowledge, and more individuals will then turn on the world government. There are also two other loose ends that have to be finished. Number one, it's in regards to that giant robot from the ancient kingdom. We remember, I forget the chapter, but it ended up waking up, and so we got to see what they're going to do for the story. And then the Blackbeard Pirates, that consist of Lafayette and Katarina Devon. Those are the only two that are not accounted for according to chapter 1063 and 1088. So what are their roles going to be now that they're headed, or they're technically at Egghead? In his Jump Festa comments, Oda, he mentioned the possibility of heading towards Elbaf, and when we look at the story, it was even highlighted there. So I wonder whether or not we'll actually make it there before 2024 ends. The last thing I want to talk about in regards to the manga is the battle between this character and that character, because Oda said that it's going to yield unexpected results. There are only 3 characters that I could think of that this could potentially be, and I think that one of those characters is definitely Shanks, but the other 2 are either going to be Luffy or Blackbeard. The reason I said Blackbeard is because the beef that him and and Shanks have, and I plan on doing an in-depth video talking about it. But we know how much that they hate each other. We know how much that Shanks has been trying to find Blackbeard, and he even went to Wano because he predicted that that's where Blackbeard would have been. I'd say if Shanks were to lose, him being the favorite, that would be an unexpected result. And then there's Luffy, how they're finally on the same level in terms of pirates. And so since Luffy, he's the main character, when have we ever really seen him lose? And even though he'd be the underdog in the fight, whether he wins or loses, or whether Shanks wins or loses, it would yield an unexpected result. Someone could also interfere with these fights, and that's how they would conclude, so we may not necessarily see them go out. I also want to know what's the fate in store with Garp. We know last time we saw him that he was captured by the Blackbeard Pirates. I want to know who's going to go in and attempt to save him. Will it be the Marines, the Revolutionary? Will it be Luffy and the Straw Hats? I'm really excited to see what Oda has in terms of Garp's role for the rest of the story. The reanimation of One Piece by Wit Studios, it was also announced at Jump Festa, and I'm not expecting for it to drop this year, but I know personally, since I'm excited for it, I want to see at least them mention either a release date, give us a teaser trailer, or an actual trailer for it. But if it does drop this year, I hope that the animation is crisp and the pacing, that it is not rushed, because if you look back at the One Piece that we know now, in the past, more towards early pre-time skip, the animation wasn't the best because it's older and outdated, but the pacing was pretty decent. Compared to now, the animation's updated and phenomenal, but the pacing isn't that good. So I hope that Wit can do a better job and make it more crisp. There's also the Monsters one-shot. Apparently, at least as I'm recording this video, it's supposed to be coming out on January 21st. It's going to be a 25-minute OVA, and it will release on Netflix. I'm not really sure why so many individuals like, oh, well, it's going to be a series, and you know, they're complaining about it being an OVA, but it's a one shot, and those aren't typically very long. I've read it, and this is something that Oda, he made before One Piece, so his art style has changed over the years, so I can't wait to see what's going to be in store whenever it gets animated. Lastly, this would be a cherry on top. I'm not expecting a trailer or anything, but I want to see some news for live action One Piece season 2. And the reason why I'm not expecting a trailer is because the live action ended a few months ago, but I would love to see what they could do in regards to releasing the cast. I have seen different things going around Twitter that they've potentially already found, or is rumored that this individual is going to be Nico Robin. I don't remember her name, so I apologize, but I also would love to see how they're going to do Chopper. They're going to get an actual actor, or will it be CGI? Chances are it'll get adapted all the way to the end of Alabasta, so I want to see who are going to play the roles of specific characters. I would love to see the actors and actresses of Ace, of Vivi, of Smoker, and Crocodile, just to see how well I believe that they were casted. But those are my expectations for One Piece in 2024. Maybe towards the end of the year, I will look back on this video and be like, hey, did they exceed my expectations? Did they meet it? Or what all was lacking in regards to this year? I'm expecting big things, because every year One Piece just gets more popular and better than ever. But let me know what you guys are expecting from One Piece in 2024. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video from me. Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok is on the screen and in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.